I managed to find me and my son a place to stay after being in a homeless shelter for 3 months. He keeps thanking me every chance he gets and it breaks my heart. No kid should go through all that and I don't deserve a pat on the back for providing the bare minimum for him. The last 2 years took everything from us and the past couple of months have been really testing. I have been working every single day to save up for renting a place and I still cannot believe that we are moving in. Spending Christmas at a shelter was so defeating, but my little man took it like a real champ. He never once asked for anything at all. I am beyond grateful that he was not taken away from me. His mom left us when he was 2 and he is the only thing that keeps me alive. I will move mountains to make sure that the rest of his childhood is the best. At the gym on Thursday, I saw this cute girl and I kept looking over at her. I tried to greet her. I said aloha because she was wearing a necklace that said that word, but she ignored me. Then there was a moment where I was looking at her, but not actually looking at anything in particular, when she said, "Can I help you?" I said no, and she said, "Then can you stop staring at me?" But it was her facial expression when she said it that cut close to the bone. It was a cold expression. I said, "I'm sorry, I didn't realize I was staring." And she said nothing to that. I meant her no harm whatsoever and was hoping I could get friendly with her, cause she was friendly towards other people. But she was cold towards me. Am I a creep? Almost every day my boyfriend sends me money for lunch, gas, something. I thought he was just really kind. Turns out he was cheating, and giving me dollar made him feel less guilty, as though he didn't beg me to move across the country with him where I know no one. Once I found out, I wanted to immediately confront him but was scared of the outcome since the apartment was only in his name and again, I know no one here. Now I just save every dime of what he sends to be able to pay for the $3,000 moving fees to go back home without hurting my own pocket too much. Breaking my heart, destroying my ability to trust and scaring me off from men I can handle, but messing with my finances? Nah. Never. The transport company is coming next Wednesday to take my car, and my plane tickets for me and my dog have been bought. Gonna keep up my happy act and do the usual cooking of dinner and scrubbing his back and poof on Wednesday like I never knew him. It's the only form of revenge I could do that won't haunt me. Good riddance. Edit, a few asked for details. There's 7+ other women, everything he told them was a lie. Name, age, height, city, occupation. All of it. The only common denominator was that he bought us all the exact same lingerie set for his birthday in January. Posted this in another place, but yeah. First of all, I wanna say that I stand in solidarity with the people from Ukraine and who's living there, no matter color, race, religion, or ethnicity group. They are human beings just like us and no one deserves to be traumatized by war. Secondly, the racism going viral in the social media is above and beyond bearable. Now let me quote some of them to you. One CBS News foreign correspondent Charlie D'Agata said on Friday, "This isn't a place, with all due respect, like Iraq or Afghanistan that has seen conflict raging for decades. This is a relatively civilized, relatively European, I have to choose those words carefully, city where you wouldn't expect that, or hope that it's going to happen." 2. On France's BFM TV on Friday, one analyst said that we're not talking here about Syrians fleeing the bombing of the Syrian regime backed by Putin, we're talking about Europeans leaving in cars that look like ours. To save their lives. 3. Ukraine's former deputy general prosecutor, David Saakashvili, said in a BBC News segment, "It's very emotional for me because I see European people with blonde hair and blue eyes being killed every day with Putin's missiles and his helicopters and his rockets." To which the BBC presenter responded, "I understand and of course respect the emotion." 4. UK journalist and former Conservative politician Daniel Hannan wrote in The Telegraph, "They seem so like us. That is what makes it so shocking. Ukraine is a European country. Its people watch Netflix and have Instagram accounts, vote in free elections and read uncensored newspapers. War is no longer something visited upon impoverished and remote populations. It can happen to anyone." 5. NBC News correspondent Kelly Kobiela stating on air that these are not refugees from Syria, these are refugees from Ukraine. They're Christian, they're white, they're very similar. And the list goes on and on. Whoever reading this with me, imagine being an adult in late 20s, well known for helping refugees in the past and can speak more than 2 languages, on the run fleeing your country because you will face certain death if you returned. And lost many family members for the same reason, just because you do not support the regime who's well known for what he's doing to the civilians, and because you're a holder of a nasty passport. From a country to another, no one accepts you as the least statues as human beings to just stay. Just stay here, not more. Not asking for financial aid, nor any kind of sympathy. Just do not deport me to my certain death. Imagine being not able to function life as simplest, like going to supermarket or hang out with friends for the sake of deporting. After seeing all of these media statements and the wide acceptance from many, many people, you know what it feels like? It feels like you are worthless in every mean. What's my life worth? Nothing, simply nothing, and nobody even care. They say it loudly and proudly. And I would love to clarify that I'm not envy the Ukraine people for the care they are getting. They are humans just like me, they deserve it and deserve to live, feel safe, and feel valuable. All I'm saying is, I gave up, nothing worth struggling anymore while no one appreciate your life wasted or not. I just give up, and why? I'm not blonde or European, and I came from third world country. From a place that I did not choose or control. Whoever took the time to read, thank you. It means the world that someone even listened to me. Edit. I really want to thank each of you for heartwarming wishes, advices, and kind words. I'm trying my best to reply back to each one here. You guys restored my faith in humanity, and I hope this is a bright source for someone like me to see the world with kindness. I will even translate your kind comments later to Arabic soon to show the world how kind you are people. Thank you again. Throwaway account. I grow the weed that I sell. I'm 17, attending high school, and yes, my parents know all about my operation. We live in a very laid-back suburban neighborhood in a very MJ-friendly state. Growing is definitely my favorite hobby. I put a lot of time into learning about it, and I really try to perfect my craft. So when someone buys some bud from me, I've got a lot of connection to it, even genuine sweat equity. Digging the holes for these girls with a shovel and a pickaxe was no easy task. Recently I've noticed I pretty much always say enjoy that when a customer hands me money, cause I genuinely hope they do. However, I realized after many cannabis sales that I say the exact same thing to regular customers at Subway. When I make someone sandwich and they're not a prick to me, I do at the very least hope they enjoy it, because after all I made it. If it's something I produced that you plan on consuming, I want the consumption to be a positive experience. I did a few night shifts recently with just me and a male nurse. This nurse took a liking to me instantly, even though he was married, and he tried to make a move on me. I rejected him as I have a boyfriend and I wasn't interested in the slightest. Even though I rejected him, he kept forcing himself on me by kissing me, touching me and backing me into rooms. I kept saying no and tried to push him off me on multiple occasions, but he was a lot stronger than me and I couldn't do anything. I handed in my notice, but I don't know if I should tell me partner.